So it's supposed to be 6 by 12, and it was, this is almost 11 inches, half inch too wide, and it's about an inch too tall. So I think it would have probably floated pretty decent. I mean, I probably would have just resized it myself. I don't know that I would have went in and did what they did on it. I can't really answer why they did that.
I couldn't either. But there's spelling errors, and they refonted it and everything.
And I've got that ticket number 2306404. So that's one, David, that I'll just suggest to Danny.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Great. Robin, very good. Anything else? And David, I don't know what else you wanted to cover, if you want to jump in more onto the AdWatch side or eProof side, but any other questions or issues that are coming up? I know Sheila had mentioned the booked issue. You guys would just need to fire off a ticket number when that's happening so that it could be investigated quickly, as David had already done a search and couldn't find any at the moment.
Well, actually, Paul brought one up, and
okay.
There that follows the pattern. It's scheduled for the 3rd, too far out for the straight pickup to actually activate it. There's a process of script that runs in the back for a date range. And it'll
although Sheila was contending that she's done it as recent as trying to schedule something next week, so we would just need an example of that when that happens.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay. Other questions, issues from the field on this?
Along those lines, real quick, when we do banner ads and we do them as straight pickups, that's happening a lot. You know.
Banner.
Yeah, if we're doing banner ads and it's a pickup from the month before, or if it's a straight pickup from whatever we book, it does it all the time with banner ads. It never straight up. I usually have to go in and tell them, put in comments, straight pickup from last month's banner ads. I don't know if they pull them or Dave McQuay pulls them or how that works, but...
It should be automatic. I'm just going to go look. What's the one that you would, what size?
It's always a big box ad. Mine are all big box ads.
Yeah. I'm just looking for any. Pickup failed.
That's normally what it says, straight pickup fail. It always says pickup failed, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it will. It will. The reason why is because what's happening is we schedule the big box size as a 1x1, and what David McQuay does is that he knows the size of the big box, so the first thing that he'll do is he can go in here and that really should just training folks to look for it, because the only thing they should have to do is resize the ad to the correct size. So when they go to build these, they actually have to change the sizes to the correct depth. And that's the reason why it's happening. So through here, the big box is actually 3.470 inches tall.
But why don't we just put the proper size in then when we're booking the ad?
Because it causes problems in accounting.
Okay, so he's going to do that, and we're going to have to wait to go back to approve it.
Yeah, what we should be doing is, I'm kind of surprised that as part of David's process, we'll have to discuss that when they see these pickup fails for the big box, all they would need to do is go in here and do the edit ads, and then change the physical size to 3.47.
And the root of the accounting issues is we're using a traditional print billing system that likes quarter-inch increments, and so that's why we have to do it this way.
Now this is assuming that they change the size of the other. So at this point, if I do change it back to a waiting pickup, in 5 minutes or so, it should just pick it up. But what would have to happen is, I'd have to check this, is we'd have to go to 2310003, and we'd have to, whoops, wrong one, 23010, okay. And we would have to ask it, or make sure that it's the same size. And it is delivered. So it should, it's a training thing on our side, so I'll make a note here, change new booking sizes as they come in so they pick up.
All right, very good, Sheila. Other questions, issues?
I don't have an issue. Can you hear me?
Yes.
But when I put in camera-ready ads, I do it under the proofing key. So if you go to proofing and upload the ad, it takes it straight to pre-flight. Is that okay to continue doing it that way?
Absolutely. That is the correct procedure. That is the proper way to do it. If it's camera-ready, you should be putting it through proof, not through the user files area.
Okay. Okay, I didn't. You mentioned that, so I just wanted to be sure that was the correct way. Thank you.
Very good.
Steve, if we do it that way and there's a problem with the ad, will it kick back out, or?
Yes, pre-flight will fail, and then it gives a log file. That's what these, if we go to the size rejected, it's not really a pre-flight failure. Let me see if we have a pre-flight failure in here so you can see what they see.
Sheila?
Yeah.
The only way it's ever kicked it back is if the size isn't correct. Then it'll kick it back and tell you that the size is rejected.
Yes, it'll tell you size is rejected, but what ends up happening, there's no pre-flight failures at this point. Happen is, it may have, since it's camera ready, you don't know where it came from. Let's say that the customer gives it to you and it's got a graphic in it that they took off the internet and it's 72 DPI. It will fail the pre-flight for low-res images. And so then they have to make a determination if we can fix it or if it has to go back to the customer. So right now, I'm sorry to say I don't have anything that I can show you with pre-flight failure. If somebody knows one that failed recently, I could look up the ticket, but there's nothing currently out there that's failed. But it is possible that you can upload something and have it be bad for something other than size.
David, I want to remember someone asked me a question about how to, I think, in fact, it was Jerry asked me yesterday, Jerry, remind me, you needed to make a change on something and the process to pull an ad back down to make changes. And that customer was Stolfus. Correct, Jerry?
Yes, it was. All they need to do is change the zip code in their ad.
Okay, and I don't have that. Jerry, can you give us either the name or the ticket number if you have it handy?
I have to get into Brainworks to get it.
No, that's okay. We can do the customer name. That would be, I can't spell it. It's
STOLTZFUS.
STOLZ?
TZ.
Yep.
FUS.
Is that the ad, Jerry, Sawmill?
Yes.
Okay.
And any particular run date?
The Bargainier, 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th.
Trash down here.
At the ad?
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
so David, how do we make a change to this ad?
Add a comment, and it'll pull it back from deadline. It should.
It does.
So you need to change the zip code here.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can click on this if it's even though it's past deadline, and it should pull it back from production. It'll start sending out emails to let us know in case it's already been plated. But obviously, this is a correction, especially if it ran incorrectly once. The goal would be to go ahead and mark this up. So you just go back into the ticket, submit your comment. It'll undeliver the ad, pull it back, and display that there's a. Once it's been approved again, it'll deliver it back for us. And then the next time we paginate it.
Okay. I don't have to do a new ticket?
Oh, just if you just need to fix it, just click. I mean, has it run yet?
Yeah, it ran. It's been running, and it was scheduled last week, and this week again on the same ticket.
Right. So it's still incorrect. So you do want to get this fixed, right?
Right.
What's the zip code supposed to be?
17563.
Checking to make sure. Status is now corrections in, and it's been pulled back from deadline, and I bet you I've got an email coming in saying, warning, pull back from deadline. Nope, that's Pocahontas Lumber. There it is. Uh-oh. Stop the presses.
All right, we're coming down on our last 5 minutes. Anything else pressing regarding prod key, pickups?
I just have a quick question on what Dave just did, changing that zip code. If that ad has already run once, how do you know when you use it again later with a pickup that it's not going to pick up the wrong one and that it's going to pick up the right one, since there's two different ads built technically with the same number?
Actually, what it does is it replaces the original file. There are no revisions in the system. So that's one of the things that you have to consider, that as you're making these changes back, you know, if the customer flip-flops a lot in your proofing process, and they have you move everything around on this, and then they get the proof back, and then, no, I like it the other way better. There is no going back. They actually have to redesign. So
okay.
This is
so once there's a change made on a ticket, the original one is gone, so long as it's on that same ticket number.
Yep. And that's one of the advantages to making true corrections. I mean, and that's one of the factors that you have to find. You know, if you're doing that's one of the things, the difference between a pickup with changes and actually going in and changing an ad. Let's say that you've got an ad that you scheduled for the whole month, and you try to cheat the system every week and making word changes in it, failed. Well, if you want to go back and pick up one of the previous ones, you can't pick it up. It's whatever the last one is what it is. So that's the reason why they say always book new ads for content changes that are true content changes. That way, when you go back in here, you've actually got a true history of what this customer's done with you, and you can see the history of the ads. Now, it does not go back and fix all of them, so it's only fixing the one that's running the last time. So if the zip code was wrong in one of these other ones, it's not going to go back and retroactively fix every single old one as well.
Okay, with that, I'm going to stop recording, but I do want to show